Okay, the balloons are firing up. I'm going to go chat to some people, see how excited they are. Kids, come over here. Which one's your favourite?
I'd say that one right there.
Which one's your favourite one?
All of them. I love balloon float.
It's pretty hot. Are you ready? See if it comes on again. Well, this is Tom, my pilot, and we're about 200 metres up in the air. That's right, isn't it, Tom?
Feet.
Feet. Well, I'm here with Tom, my pilot, and we're about 200 feet up in the air, aren't we, Tom?
We are.
Really? Really? Oh, maybe not that far. We didn't actually get off the ground tonight. Well, the sun's gone down, the balloons are all lit up, and it's been a fantastic start to the Kentucky Bourbon Festival. If the rest of the week's going to be like this, it's going to be a winner. Now I'm here with Eduardo, who's going to show me that not only are there fantastic bourbons in Louisville, there's also great food.
Great food, yes.
What have we got here?
We have paired up different bourbons. Right here we have 3 different ones. We came up with a little buffalo croquettes, a little whole grain mustard sauce. We paired it with Elijah Craig.
Why does that go well?
Because I like it.
Because you like it. That's a good answer.
You know, you try it out. We try it with different bourbons, and just that one seems to be.
You're in the back in the
best
kitchen doing this,
you know,
aren't you?
A little of this.
That
yeah,
goes.
works.
That works.
Well, you know, it's been improved, so that's okay.
What do we have in the middle there?
Quick risotto, country ham, and
that's your hometown coming out there, isn't it?
I had to throw that in the mix. You know, a little bit of Italian, a little bit of Kentucky. Seems to work out quite well.
Fantastic.
So, like we said, country ham and sweet potato, and a Four Roses bourbon.
Yep. And the restaurant here, the English Grill.
Mm-hmm.
How, you know, what style? Obviously, is it English? Is it
It's,
grill?
I want to say it's a little southern Kentucky kind of food, but I think I'm trying to make it a little my own, if you will.
Putting in a bit of Italian there.
Yeah, a little bit stashed on the side, international flavors.
Fantastic. Sounds good to me. Now, I've heard a little rumour that there's something here called the hot brown.
The hot brown.
Can you tell me about that?
The hot brown. The hot brown is an open-faced sandwich.
Yep.
Very popular. People travel from Australia, if you will.
I've heard people talking about it.
I'm sure you have, yes. To try the hot brown, it's a open-faced turkey sandwich.
Yep.
Mornay sauce, which is like a cheese and creamy sauce, bacon, the turkey, cheese. It's
pretty good.
It's excellent. It's not something I could eat every day because it's so good.
Yeah.
So
I bet you have people coming back for that one though.
People eat one and take one to go.
Sounds good. I think I'll be doing that. No river steamboat in American history has lasted as long, been to as many places or travelled as many miles as the Belle of Louisville. Let's go take a look inside. Hi Linda, how are you?
Good morning, Ali. Welcome aboard.
Thank you. I've been looking forward to seeing through it.
The Belle of Louisville is quite a sight to see.
I bet. Can we have a look upstairs?
Absolutely. Come
Great.
aboard. Well, welcome aboard, Allie. I'll show you the ballroom first. This is really where the most action takes place on the Belle.
I bet. Lots of dancing.
Lots of dancing, lots of dining, lots of different kinds of parties.
It's huge.
It is very big. It's probably one of the biggest dance floors in Louisville, and it sets up for many different kinds of occasions, which is not set for anything right now. So when the highways and the railways took over a lot of the business, she reinvented herself into an excursion boat.
Yep.
And she really went from town to town to try to drum up business, and the lady became a tramp.
Nice.
Truly.
Explain tramping. So it's just going from place to place to place.
Exactly, and that really is where she picked up her heritage as being the most traveled steamboat ever.
Yeah.
She has gone to more cities in more ports than any steamboat in her tramping days.
And she still looks fantastic.
She had wear and tear on her from all that travel, but she has since been restored. She would go, they'd play their calliope when they came into town. People would know they're coming. They'd line the riverbanks. They'd pay for an excursion. They'd go on an hour or two cruise. She'd take them back, and she would tramp off to the next city. So she did that for many years as the Idlewild and the Avalon, until she really became in total disrepair.
Yeah.
She was going to go on the auction block, and
She was saved.
she was saved by some officials from Louisville who bought her for $34,000.
Bargain.
A bargain. A lot of local love went into her.
Yeah.
A lot of dollars were raised, dollars were secured in other ways, and here we are 45 years later with a treasure, an icon for the city. You don't see hardly any photo of Louisville where you don't see that beautiful red paddle wheel.
Yeah.
And she is priceless. Millions and millions of dollars worth of priceless.
Well, show me some more of her.
All right.
Let's go. Wow, this is definitely cooler up here.
Much cooler. The breeze is wonderful, and this is
Lovely.
a place where people go to really step back in time. This is an era that is like no other, and just enjoying the view.
It's really lovely. So when people have dinner, they come back up here to have a few drinks on deck?
Grab a drink, grab a seat, and come and sit and enjoy total peace and quiet.
Perfect. So Mike, how long have you piloted this old girl?
I've been a pilot on board the Belle here now for a little over 30 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yes, it is. You know, I originally started on the Belle in 1974, 35 years ago as a deckhand.
Scrubbing the decks?
Oh yeah, scrubbing the decks, mopping the decks, and working my way up from deckhand to mate, and eventually to pilot, and then after that to captain.
That's many years of a beautiful view.
Oh yes, it is. It is just a beautiful view here, especially this time of year on a clear day like this. It's hard to believe we get paid for this sometimes.
It certainly is.
This boat has the basic bare necessities for navigating a vessel of its size up and down the river. We have 450 horsepower on two antique steam engines that are over 100 years old. They were used when the boat was built. We do not have any propellers or diesel bow thrusters or any other modern navigational equipment other than this wheel and this system here.
What's this one here?
This is an indicator depending on whether we want to stop the boat. Well, there we go.
Yep.
We can bring it up to stop right now. And if the engineer was downstairs, he would answer stop.
Ah, so
and
it's
if
a
we wanted to back the
communication
boat,
system.
We could go to back slow,
Yep.
half, full. Yes, it is. It's we call it the indicator. Indicates what we want to do here, and then they say, okay, we'll do that, and they actually do the work downstairs to back.
Is
the
there a
engines are coming
faster
in.
one?
Well, yes, there is. If we wanted to go as fast as the boat would go,
And what's
we would
that?
have it on full, okay, and then we would do what we call a double gong.
Yep.
That's a double gong. Now the engineer's answering us,
And that says go.
and then we would bring it back up to stop.
So
He has a lever just like this down in the engine room, like this one. So when he
fantastic.
answers, if Mark Twain were alive today, and he came into this pilot house, he would be familiar with what he sees here.
So
and
it's
he could handle
exactly the
boat.
same.
Yes, it not only is it the same, but when this boat goes up the river, it feels the same as the old steamers did of 100+ years ago going up the river. It's just a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful experience that we can enjoy here.
So,
today.
Mike, you're about the youngest thing on this boat.
Well, we've got a few.
A few young ones.
At one time I was, but after 35 years, I've grown in with age and with the boat as well.
Well, we might go down and have a chat to whoever's talking to us. Well, here we are down in the engine room. It's pretty noisy down here.
It can get real noisy.
Now, Stephen, were you the one that was answering us?
Yes, I
from the-
was. Yes,
Yeah?
I was. Yes. This is the process that we use to communicate with the pilot house.
Yep.
They have the line of sight of the waterway which we're traveling, and we actually control the plant. We make the mechanical systems move the boat.
Okay.
So they give us directions as to which way they want to go, how fast they want to go.
So they
And-
might say, speed it up, we need to get out of here.
Right. So we will respond by answering so that we know what they're asking for, engaging the engine, and then opening the throttle to the proper setting.
Yeah.
Or counter, if they're wanting to go from a full ahead to a stop, it's essentially reversing all the steps. So it's kind
Not
of
as easy as driving
it's
a car.
kind of a three-handed operation. You have to answer.
Yeah.
You get used to it over time. It's a little bit intimidating sometimes for new guys, but once you get used to it, it's like riding a bike or driving a car. I mean, it's
A very big bike.
Yeah, yeah.